Now IYY, moment of inertia about YY axis, because there are two rectangles in plan of the column. So moment of inertia about x-axis for a rectangle section is given by BD cube divided by 12, and about YY axis it is DB cube divided by 12. It is B and it is D. And moment of inertia of the section about the base is BD cube divided by 3. By parallel axis theorem, a moment of inertia about any parallel axis is equals to the moment of inertia about the principal axis, which is parallel, plus area of that section and perpendicular distance between two parallel axes. Now to determine moment of inertia about YY axis, this is the YY axis and G is 7L by 12, and from other end it will be L minus 7L by 12, which is 5L by 12. And by using parallel axis theorem, this is the first rectangle and moment of inertia about its own axis is d 1 by 2 ei into b, which is l by 2 whole cube divided by 12, plus area of that section, which is 1 by 2 ei into l by 2, and perpendicular distance from the parallel axis, which is 7L by 12 minus L by 4 whole square. Similarly, for second section, D is 1 divided by EI and B is L by 2 whole cube divided by 12, plus area of second rectangle section 1 divided by EI into L by 2, and parallel distance between two parallel axes is 5L by 12 minus L by 4. So 5L by 12 minus L by 4 whole square. Now solving this term, it will be equals to L cube divided by 192 EI plus L divided by 4 EI, and this will be equals to L divided by 3 whole cube plus L cube divided by 96 EI plus L divided by 2 EI plus L by 6 whole square. Now again we have L cube divided by 192 EI plus L cube divided by 36 EI plus L cube divided by 96 EI plus L cube divided by 72 EI, and this whole term will be equals to 11 by 192 L cube divided by EI, which is moment of inertia about YY axis. Now again F is equal to P divided by A plus minus mxx dot y divided by ixx plus minus myy dot x divided by iyy. Mxx is 0, so whole term will be equals to 0. Now F is equal to P. P we already determined is 3WL square divided by 32 EI. So 3WL square divided by 32 EI and 1 upon A. So A will be 3L divided by 4 EI EI to EI cancel, 4 8s are 32, 3 to 3 cancel, L to L cancel, plus minus 0 plus minus MYY dot X divided by IYY, WL by 8 plus minus MYY. MYY will be equals to, it will be negative. Why? Because Ex eccentricity in x direction is negative because it is left in the y direction, left in the left direction, so it will be negative. Now m, so Ex is negative, so My will be negative and equals to WL cube divided by 384 EI. So negative WL cube divided by 384 EI into 1 divided by moment of inertia about y axis, 11L cube divided by 192 EI, 11L cube divided by 192 EI, EI to EI cancel, L cube to L cube cancel into X, so it will be equal to WL by 8 minus Wx divided by 22. Okay, now when x at a x at a is left to the y axis, so it will be equals to negative 7L by 12, negative 7L by 12. So f at a will be, or mi at a will be WL by 8 minus W divided by 22 into negative 7L by 12, WL by 8 plus W into 7L divided by 264. So by solving this, it will be equal to 5 by 33 WL, which is Mi at A, indeterminate bending moment at A. And now for B, the X will be 5L by 12 because it is in right of y direction, so it will be 5L by 12 positive. So F at B will be WL by 8 minus W divided by 22 into 5L by 12. By solving this, WL by 8 negative 5 WL divided by 264 and 7 by 66 into WL, which is Mi at B, indeterminate bending moment at B. Now for final step, or step 7, final end moments, M at A is equal to Ms at A plus Mi at A. Static bending moment at A is 0. Why? Because according to Ms diagram, it is at A is 0 and Mi at A is 5 WL divided by 33. Okay, so it will be equal to 5 WL divided by 33, and M at B is equals to Ms at B plus Mi at B. Ms at B again it is 0 by static bending moment diagram, and Mi at B is 7 WL divided by 66. So it will be equals to 7 WL divided by 66. It is the end moments at B and at A. Thank you.